what is up, my dudes? This is DevinePlayz, and welcome back to Angel Wings. So last episode, we were in, we're no longer working at Sun Cafe. We're actually in school. We're a student, university student, art student, and music student. Is that what it is? Art and music? That's what we were doing last episode. We met three new characters. Chang, Yujong, and Y. This second playthrough, I'm going towards Y, just because because Y is the secret character. I think she's a secret character. I don't know. Her portfolio was blacked out, so it was a silhouette in the route selection. So I'm assuming she's a secret character. So that's enough talk. Let's just go. After struggling to get out of bed this morning, I groggily stumbled to the kitchen and begin preparing breakfast. Kay still hasn't come back home, but that's alright. She's not my mother after all. Grabbing a pastel blue bowl out of a cupboard, I mull over my breakfast choices. Oh, okay, so here, during my first playthrough, Nudie actually ends up coming downstairs. So, is it going to be Nudie again? Because she is still here. I think this is old stuff. Oh, snap! Oh, this is new stuff. Hold up. Although I shouldn't judge, there isn't exactly gold flowing from my pockets, unlike the pockets of this freaky leprechaun. Woo! But the generic marshmallows aren't the same. As I ponder the meaning of life and cereal, I hear someone shuffle down the stairs. Y hops off the staircase. Y hops off the staircase, wearing her signature blue hoodie with her hands tucked into the front pocket. Oh, okay, so it's Y that comes down instead of Nudie. Oh, hey! Oh, shoot. Oh, well. She sleepily tilts her head towards me and leans into the front door, opening it with great effort before stumbling outside. Not a morning person, huh? Back to the cereal. I think the generic cinnamon brand might be a safer bet, because it's not like you can mess up cinnamon. I think that's pretty standard. I look towards the main hallway and see a figure standing next to the stairs. Whoa, when did you get there? Oh! Ducks behind the counter. Okay, it's old. Yeah, tell her to come on out. I gotta be nice to her. I have to. I can't be mean to her. Oh, freak. I'm skipping a whole bunch of stuff. Done with class for another day. Glad to be home so I can rest. Y stands in the doorway right as I open the door. It looks like she was on her way out. Her silent act is strong as usual, as she stares at me without saying a word. So this is kind of weird for me, because during my first playthrough, I was always at Jay's bar, so it's weird not being there anymore. Should I play the same game with her or be nice and greet her? Yeah, let's say hello. Why not? Diplomacy and kindness is probably the way to go. I don't want to step on anyone's toes, especially while I'm new here. Hey, Y. A flicker of expression crosses her face, if only for a brief moment. She saunters away casually, backpack in tow. I wonder where she's going. Kay seems to be hard at work again. Is this old stuff? Oh, welcome home. Did you meet Y? Uh-huh. Sort of. Kay chuckles while clipping a coupon out of the bug. She's not the easiest person to get to know. Okay, so it's kind of new. I figured that much already. If you want to get close to her, she goes to your school, you know. With Yujong and Chang? Yujong, is that the name of your piano teacher? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. Y studies music as well. Sometimes she's practicing at her studio too. A studio? Oh yeah, she rents one out. I'm not sure how she has that kind of money, but, the rent checks come on time, so I won't complain. I'm surprised I haven't seen her around yet, if we're both in music classes. Her attendance is sporadic, to say the least. She's a bit of a mystery, but she's a nice girl. I'm sure you two will get along just fine. I sure hope so. And next time you're at the store, can we get some name brand cereal? I'll pitch in if I have to. Yeah, enough of these trash off-brand cereals. Give me my Captain Crunch. Sunlight fills the room, the birds chirping as if I've awoken within a dream. I hear the familiar hum of the oven fan once again. Walking out to the kitchen, nearly blinded by the intense white lights. The deja vu. I feel like that's old. Okay, yeah, it is old. As I walk into the classroom, I'm stopped by the professor. She's grinning ear to ear like she's heard some good news. Good morning, Devin. You're awfully enthusiastic for this early in the morning. What was that? Did I just say that out loud? I'm doing well. Freak. That's lovely. I see you and Yujong are getting along well. Just like I predicted. Her cheesy enthusiasm reminds me of Kay. Yeah, I guess so. Good, good. I'm glad to see you're making friends. Her eyes dart to the corner of the room. Honey, I thought I told you to stop sticking things in the tuba. It's not funny. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, is that? I don't know. Just moving on. What was that about? Beats me. I don't know. Well, let's get started then. Yujong motions me to the piano, where an open book rests on the mantle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's this? It's a music sheet with notes on it. I thought you could start reading some music today. Freak. Oh, I don't know if I can't remember if I cut it out of the first episode of my second playthrough, or I guess last episode. I don't know. I don't remember if I cut it out or not, but I used to be in choir during my high school years. During my 8th grade to senior year, I was in choir. I have not read sheet music in so long. It has been so long. I am super rusty, very rusty. I thought you could start reading some music today. The lines and notes look like a foreign language to me. No idea how I'm supposed to make sense of this. I'm out of practice. That's all I gotta say. It's a lot like learning to read, I guess. Once you figure it out, it won't be so difficult. Easier said than done. Yujong spends the next half hour pointing out the different notes to me and how they correspond to the keys on the piano. It's a lot of memorizing, but she was right. Seems like something that will get easier with experience. Yes. I think you can try playing this piece now. Slowly crawling through the page from left to right, I managed to make it through the first few lines of the starter song. She watches intently, analyzing my finger and eye movements. I don't think there's much to consider when I'm only playing a few notes here, but she stays focused. Try to keep your fingers arched, not flat on the keys. You'll find it easier to maneuver them that way. Ah, okay, thanks. She smiles. It makes me a bit nervous to have someone watching me struggle like this, but it's a good feeling knowing she's really looking out for me. You're doing well. Keep it up until the end. It's sort of nice being able to play these songs. Didn't think I'd ever be making music. You did a good job, Devin. Thanks. I still have a long way to go, I think. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm enjoying seeing your progress. I hope I'm not keeping you from your work. It's no trouble at all. I'm starting to enjoy teaching, I think. Using your knowledge to help someone grow, it feels meaningful. I have to admire your perseverance too, Devin. She laughs. Yujong grabs her bag and stands up. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. She smiles and waves goodbye as she walks off alone. Yujong. She's not unfriendly, but she keeps her distance. Her smile feels uncertain. Hey, back in the not me. I was really about to say music. We were just in music. Does this look like music? This is art. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, like, the amount of work that was put into this this piece right here. I just want to point out real quick. Hold on, no, that's not how you do it. Okay, so this frame alone is like its own drawing, but like the fact that there's this drawing also in here, I guess technically this is a drawing, right? Yeah, that's a canvas, I think. Yeah. And then there's this one in the back, which is also really pretty. This one in the back. Oh my goodness, like this one over here. Like there was a lot of work that went into this one. Like, you know how tedious it would be to make paintings or like side drawings inside of another drawing. Oh man, I forgot to mention this last time. But yeah, that's amazing how much work it was put into like the frames or the pictures in this game. Another free day in class today. I think the professor may have simply run out of material at this point. In any case, it's a chance to work on improving my skills. No! Bring back the old man! Time to draw? This page is vastly blank, infinitely empty. I could draw literally anything here. But nothing comes to mind. Maybe sitting with someone else would inspire me. Nearly all the other students are in their normal groups, chatting and laughing with each other. Aside from myself, Hyori, and Chang, just like before. What should I do? Well, would I work alone? I probably would just sit and work alone. All right, let's sit and work alone like the loner I am. That's honestly what I would do. That's what I've done in high school. I've done this already. Looking at the state of the classroom, Hyori's face is again barely visible. Hair of fine wine draped over her desk as she focuses intensely on her work. Chang is sitting in her usual back corner spot, leisurely creating strokes on the page with broad, refined movements. She looks like she's in the zone. Maybe I'll just keep working on my own. At the end of class, the students begin to make their way out of the school building. I approach Chang, assuming that we'll be going home together. Oh, you probably thought wrong. Ready to go home? I have to go somewhere. I'll see you around. Shut down. She walks away, leaving me even more curious than the last time. Having gone straight home, I arrived to see Chang in the kitchen. She somehow arrived before me. Spoon hanging from her mouth, she's pouring a bowl of cereal. She probably just didn't want to walk home with me. She probably walked home by herself. She's like, I don't want to be seen with a loser like you. What's wrong? Okay. Oh, it's you. Had to go somewhere, huh? Yep, I told you. She just didn't want to walk with me. Hey, Sun Cafe. Following Kay's recommendation, I've ended up at this coffee shop, Star Coffee. It's not a long walk from the house. I've been told their espresso is top notch, cause alternate universe me made them. Sitting in the back corner of the cafe, sipping on my latte. I'm enjoying. It rhymed, so I had to. That was horrible, but sitting in the back corner of the cafe, sipping on my latte, I'm enjoying the cozy vibe here. Sunlight wafts through the nearby window, and comfy-looking booths with leather couches line the rear wall. Oh my gosh, I still could not read that. Coupled with the soft jazz playing through the speakers above, I could get used to this place. You like jazz? With almost every table occupied by an artsy-looking type or groups of white-collar workers on lunch break, it's a full house here. This is nearly one of the more popular places in town. Relaxing with my coffee and taking in the atmosphere, I faintly catch a glimpse of a brown-haired girl entering. I squint to get a closer look at her. Dark eyes, white shirt, black bow. Looks like Nudie is here. She searches from corner to corner. Oh, okay. Is this when I tell her to come sit by me? Well, not really tell her to sit by me. Is that what happened? No, that's not what happened. Hey, Nudie. Oh, yeah. I let her sit here. Okay, yep. I've slowly been settling into a stable schedule, successfully convincing myself that I should spend days like today catching up on schoolwork. Despite never being a strong student in my past life, having a positive influence in my life like Yujong makes me want to try a little harder. So here I am, on a day that I'm usually not. Hopefully, I can get some work done. I walk into the empty classroom and rummage through the massive pile of music folders, searching for the sheets that I've played before. Oh, that I've never played before. Just new stuff, you know? I like a challenge. If only Yujong were here. She's got an encyclopedic knowledge of these sorts of things. My thoughts are interrupted by the emphatic beating of drums and cymbals from a nearby practice room. Freaking get it! Whoever is in there, they're really going all out. Sounds like an octopus is slapping the drums in there. Checking the time, I suppose I have a few minutes to check it out. Should I? Nah, let's practice instead. Nah, Yujong would want me to get better. I don't care if Yujong wants me to get better. I'd probably be too lazy to get up and go check it out. Can't let her down after all. After toiling away at the piece of what feels like hours, I catch a glimpse of a pale figure passing by the classroom. Blonde, blue hoodie. Oh, freak. She was the one on the drums. Oh, crap. Did I screw up? Because I know who this character is supposed to be based off of. So, yeah. Y was probably most likely the one playing the drums. Ah, freak. Did I screw it up? Did I screw up the ending? I swear, that was Y who just walked by. The doctor will see you now. That's the achievement I just unlocked. Another lovely morning. Kay sits on the opposite side of the counter, taste testing with new culinary concoctions created today. Oh, yeah. I don't see Yujong anywhere today. Good morning, Devin. Good morning, Professor. Looks like your regular teacher is out today. But not to worry, we've borrowed a very capable substitute for you. Wait, why don't you just teach me? Aren't you supposed to be the teacher? Yeah, that's a good question. What did you just say? Oh, I would say nothing. Maybe do your freaking job. No. Oh, no, not again. I'd love to teach you, but I'm very, very busy, you see. Clearly. I don't think I need... Ellie, I swear to... Devin, over here. What? I turn my head towards the strawberry blonde-haired girl, waving me over to the piano bench. This must be my substitute teacher for today. Have a seat. Who are you? I turn to grab an extra chair. She flashes a confused glance in my direction. You can sit on the bench with me. It fits too, you know. Oh, sure. I sit down next to her. She wears a gray sweater hanging over one sleeve and a denim skirt. Upon closer inspection, she kind of looks like... I'm Yuri. Nice to meet you. You seem to know who I am already. You're not in this class, are you? Nope. I'm on loan for today. The opportunity came up and I just had to meet the new student my sister has been raving about. I'm expecting only the best from you. Sister? I'm joking about that last part, of course. I didn't know Yujong had a sister. Oh yeah, my perfect older sister. She's the best, isn't she? Honestly, you look like the older one. You guys really look alike in some ways. We get that a lot. She giggles. Anyway, let's get right into the lesson. I think you've been playing this piece here. Wait a minute. Where is Yujong today? She's not feeling well today. Probably caught a cold or something. But don't worry, I'm a qualified teacher too. I'm sure. Okay, let's see what you can do. Go ahead. Using the technique that Yujong taught me, I begin to make my way through the notes in front of me. Fingers moving with just an ounce of newfound coordination. Playing it now feels a bit easier than before. Wait, stop. Surprised by the interruption, I take my hands off the keyboard. This part should go a little quicker, but the notes need to be even, like this. She reaches over and quickly plays the melody on the keyboard. Okay, now you try. I'm able to successfully replicate her keystrokes. Good, very good. Keep going. The rest of the lesson proceeds without a hitch, Yuri stopping me when I get something wrong. Her pace is hands-on and a bit frantic, a major departure from Yujong's laid-back approach. Different methods of teaching. I can't say which one I prefer. Well, looks like we're just about out of time for now. Too bad. One thing's for sure, Yuri was indeed a very qualified teacher for today. Well done. I don't know if I did this teaching thing right, but you've put up with me long enough. She stands up and stacks her books up before putting them in her bag. I remain seated on the bench, looking over the music sheets. I hope I see you around, Devin. She turns away and begins to leave. She stops and turns back. Do you want to come over? Say hi to Yujong? Don't worry, she won't get you sick or anything. Okay, so this is when the walkthrough comes in. I'm sorry, guys, if you guys wanted to see me do like a actual secondary playthrough. Me personally, in this situation, I'd say, sure, you know what? All right, I'll go say hello. What's up? But I'm gonna have to go with nah. I'm just gonna practice here for a bit. Thanks, though. Suit yourself. Oh, another day of art class. I slide my desk over near Chang's. She doesn't recoil in disgust like I expected her to. You going to stick around today? Wow, way to call me out. Now you're putting me in a bad position. Do I have a reputation to uphold? She says all this with the slightest hint of a smug grin on her face, while most students seem to find her too cynical. I'm slowly getting used to her sarcastic humor. I start to pull out my sketchbook in preparation for what I assume is another free period. I hold that thought for a bit. or I'd hold that thought for a bit.
Okay, class, it's time for quick evaluations. Just to check if you've been listening these last few days, or few weeks. Oh, days, weeks, I can't remember. I assume you will remember what the preferred subject is for today's evaluation.
Chang lets out a long, drawn-out sigh. Wait, what's going on? It's a quarterly critique or something. You just draw stuff and the teacher tells you why you'll never amount to anything. Why didn't I know about this? You probably aren't listening in class enough. You should get your crap together. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's in the syllabus, which you don't have because you joined late. Oh.
Well, class, you'll have 45 minutes to complete the evaluation. Good luck.
This is not an ideal situation. I quickly pull out my few pencils and erasers and lay them on the desk. My previous lack of knowledge on pencil types and art technique are only exacerbated now by the time constraints. Shuffling through my tools, I see 4H, 3B, 2B. What's the dude's name? Oh my gosh. What is even a 2B anyway? A Japanese robot? There you go. The reference is here. Who has time for this? Looking around the classroom, Hyori's nose is nearly touching the paper as she scribbles on the page at breakneck speed. Chang leans back in her seat and carries on like any other day, with relaxed and measured movements. My thoughts race, and potential ideas fly around my head like gnats in the summer, numerous and largely disgusted. 3 major ideas seem to stick. Which do I pursue? Oh my gosh. Draw the robot. I probably draw a comic book character. I remember a lot of my art projects back in high school when I was still in art. We had a couple of assignments and I would always draw like if I had the choice of what to draw, I would always draw like an anime character. I remember one character I drew in class was I did like a painting. I think it was like a painting or sketch / silhouette painting of the Guyver. I don't know if many of y'all actually remember or know of the Guyver, but that anime, that was my junk back in the day. If I didn't put a picture somewhere around here of what the Guyver is, y'all should go look that up. That's a good old school anime. So yeah, I'll go comic book character. I decided to take a page out of Chang's book and draw a stylized comic book character. Art is about personal style, and this will show an authentic side of that. Hopefully. Using thick lines and dark shading, I start to create a quick yet clean rendition of a comic book styled girl. Long bangs, big eyes. Did I miss anything? Drawing the folds of the clothing is always a challenge. How does that stuff even work? After working for what feels like an eternity, the teacher informs us that time is up. Alright, real quick, because I remembered where I put my high school portfolio. So this may be a little cringe of what I've drawn on here. So this is my portfolio. Yeah, I drew Goku over here, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I got A-Pink, Kinjas, Poriotics, got XL over here. Don't mind this garbage. And then on the back, I actually drew like chibi versions of A-Pink. This was back in high school. I was a huge A-Pink fan. Actually, you guys, this is this way, Devin. This is an A-Pink poster right here, and I've got like a bunch more along the wall. And then these are not real signatures. I apologize. These are forged, just because I thought it was a nice touch to add. But yes, those are forged signatures. All right, so I'm gonna go on a little tangent here and kind of go through some of my art stuff. If you guys don't want to listen, or if you guys don't care to listen or look through my old art stuff, I'll leave a timestamp somewhere on screen for you all to skip to, so y'all don't have to listen to me talk about my art stuff. Oh man. So this is one of my assignments. This was one of my assignments. I took a picture of I don't even know how to pronounce her name. But yes, I drew a picture of I did a sketch. I know it looks garbage, so I'm just gonna put that away. You know what? I don't know why I showed that one. And then this was like, I think pastel crayons. This looks like a kindergartner drew this. Well, I was into Five Nights at Freddy's. So I got Chica, Freddy, Bonnie. Yeah, is Bonnie? That's his name, right? And I got Marinette in the background. And this looks like a kid made this. I'm so sorry. Y'all had to see that. And I remember we had an assignment where we just had to make symbols, or not symbols. We had to draw our hands, pretty much. And I decided to be a little fancy with it. These are not gang signs, I promise you. Okay, so this one over here, I think that's me doing this. And then this one, it's me doing this. This was back when I was like doing my face tutting phase. I learned very basic. And then this right here is just the EXO. The E for the EXO thing that EXO does. Oh, this one's actually one of my favorite assignments or drawings that I've done. So this was in pencil. I made this out of pencil. I think this is pastel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think that's pastel crayon here. Color pencils. I drew Gara and Shukaku. I feel like a child right now. like mommy, look what I drew. Yeah. Anyways. All right. This is the last one I'll show, just because the other ones aren't really that great. So this is the drawing I was talking to you about. My Guyver drawing. It's, now that I'm looking back at it, like, my goodness, the trees are absolutely garbage. Okay, so the moon is like shaded with pencil. The background is shaded with pencil. The trees and the Guyver are shaded in with the permanent marker, I think it was. But yeah, this is, yeah, yeah. Oh wait. Oh well. I don't know. Alright, that's it. He makes his rebounds, critiquing each student one by one, offering vague ramblings resembling criticism. When I see this portrait, I'm reminded of Beethoven. No.
When I see this portrait, I'm reminded of Beethoven's symphonies, and that harkens back to the days of the Romantic era. That can be good, but it can also be harmful. It can be beautiful, but perhaps not. It's worth a 67 out of 100, I think.
What about me? What? The truth hurts, even if it doesn't make any sense, I guess. Eventually, he reaches my desk. I cringe in anticipation of the judgment that is about to be laid upon me.
Oh, Devin, I forgot to tell you about today, but it looks like you've made something anyway. Let's have a look. This is an example of new contemporary art, not what we were studying. Something that Miss Chang would create despite my wishes. I see you have great skill in this regard, though.
I look back and Chang is nodding her head in approval. The teacher moves on to Chang. She appears to have simply continued her comic work, without even considering the object of the evaluation.
Miss Chang, you really need to start paying attention in class. This isn't what I asked for at all. I believe you can do better than this.
Chang sighs heavily and audibly. She tears a blank page from her sketchbook and begins sketching at a frantic pace while the professor observes inquisitively. No more than 2 minutes later, Chang lifts her pencil from the paper and slides the sheet over the desk. A fully realized figure sketch lies in front of the professor, with all the ball joints, cylinders, and other lines that art teachers love. This is what you wanted, right? This time the professor sighs, rubbing his temples in exasperation.
Well done.
What do we got? Professor, give me the outfit for the professor. Dark and stormy. Okay. No professor outfit? That's a shame. I found myself wandering back to school, even on my off day. I'm not sure what drew me here, but I figure I shouldn't waste the productive energy. Sitting at the piano alone, I struggled to remember Yu Jong's teachings. Hand position, volume control. I should have taken notes or something. This classroom, usually an ocean of noise, is strange when it's this quiet. It's a little lonely. On the other hand, I do find it calming to be able to work on something by myself. Never mind. We have noise again. It's coming from the other practice room. It's freaking... Let's get it! I could focus on practicing, or I could go see what's going on. I could focus on practicing myself, or I could go say hi to her. What should I do? Okay, this time, no, we gonna investigate. We gotta go see freaking homegirl blasting it up on the drums, or killing it. Trying my best to concentrate, I'm finding it difficult to stay focused with the heavy thump of the drums messing with my timing. Well, why don't you play along with her drums, her drumming? I could take a break to say hello, right? Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Approaching the practice room, I wave at Y to get her attention. She's caught in a trance, jamming away without a care in the world. I wave again, this time more animatedly. She seems to catch me out of the corner of her eye, slowing her drumming before stopping and walking to the door. Hello again. Why are you here again? I go to school here, remember? She furrows her brow as if this is her first time hearing it, even though I'm sure I've told her before. Right. Anyway. Kay said you rent out a studio, right? She nods subtly. What do you do over there? Practice there, like I do here. She picks up her bag from the corner of her room. I'm going there now, actually. Oh, bye. Alright. Okay. She walks off before I can even respond. Is it something I said? What an odd person. Alright. The fresh spring air is a welcome change from the cold winter I'm used to. I want to stay out for a bit and enjoy the weather. Unfortunately, I don't really have anywhere to go. I could take a walk around the block. Oh, snap, what the heck? Have I seen this? When did I get her number? Ah, shoot. It was probably during the exchange. Oh, yeah, it was, I think. Should I text her and see what she's up to? But she also gave me her number so I could just tell her, we're friends. Yeah, we're friends. We're friends. Text her. Yeah, we're friends. I mean, we could be. Yes, we're best of friends. All right. See ya, Nudie. My best friend. I wonder if Yujong will be at class today. Maybe it'll be Yuri again. Maybe my actual teacher will teach me something. Well, let's not get too crazy here. Come to think of it, I don't even know her name. Miss Teacher! Good morning, Devin. Morning. I have to say, I'm impressed with your progress. Your lovely teacher won't stop singing your praises about how much you've improved. My teacher? Aren't you supposed to be my... you know what? Never mind. Just forget it. She pushes her glasses up and chuckles. I think you two are blossoming into a wonderful pair. Keep up the good work. Hey, Professor, I have a question. She's already strode out of earshot, likely to scold another student for misbehaving. I still don't know this darn woman's name. Anyway, which teacher is she talking about? I look over at the piano to see a familiar, vibrant red hair and Pacific blue dress I'm accustomed to. Looks like Yujong's back. I approach cautiously, hoping not to get on her bad side so soon after her absence. She looks over at me and smiles warmly. Morning, Devin. Hey, hope you're ready for a productive day. She reaches behind the piano bench and pulls out a towering stack of textbooks and loose papers, dropping it on the end table with an audible, hefty thud. What's this? I begin leafing through the mess before me. Hundreds of pages of sheet music, blank worksheets, and enough text to make a PhD student blush. It's music theory. Oh. I mean, granted, I'd probably take this over going to basketball practice with Sola any day, but learning music theory is not fun. It is not fun. This is theoretically a lot of work. Well, it's important for any good musician to brush up on their theory. Plus, it's graded. You wouldn't want to fail, would you? Who wants to know? Your teacher, who gets evaluated based on your performance. I don't want to do music theory. Fine. I'm glad. Don't worry, I'll help you walk through it. She explains the basics to me, setting me up to work through the rest on my own. It didn't take as long as I expected, although there's still a lot ahead of me. I'm going to go practice for a bit. Will you be okay? I'm not a lost child. I'll be fine. Just want to make sure you're not confused. She steps away as I flip through one of the nearby books. It's going to be a long semester. Yujong diligently plays through what seems like an entire concert's worth of songs, and I get through about 3 pages of music theory work. Yujong's persistence and laser-like focus really makes it look like she's in her own world when she plays, like she's completely tuned out everything else. Despite being alone nearly the entire class period, nobody approached Yujong or even came near us. It's incredibly odd. I'd never expect a girl this talented and friendly to be left alone for a minute, let alone entire class periods. Maybe people are afraid to approach her when she's in the zone. How are things going over here?
They're going.
Just going? She grins playfully. I'll get it done eventually, I think. I know you will. If you ever need help, I'll be here. But only during school hours, right? Okay, I didn't say that out loud. That's good. Woohoo! Jokes aside, her words truly fill me with confidence. It's a real luxury having someone like this on my side. Dear sister, where art thou? Why are you talking like that? It's fun. That's actually kind of funny because I do like talk to my siblings like that sometimes. Like, oh, where art thou? Oh, how art thou doing? It's just to be silly. I don't know why, but... Oh, hi, Devin. Hi, Yuri. She links arms with her older sister and begins to pull her out the door. Come on. There's this new food place I wanted to check out. I heard they have really good sushi. It's hard to find good sushi, you know? Like... Her voice slowly trails off as she walks off with Yujong. Yujong briefly looks back at me and waves goodbye. We'll invite you next time, Devin. Sure. Thanks. Well, at least she has Yuri. Family will always be there, I guess. Dang, why they gotta talk about sushi? I'm recording this, like, not very hungry, but I'm pretty hungry right now. After the fiasco in the previous art class, today is much more relaxing. The heavy aura of evaluations has been lifted, and students are significantly more talkative and cheerful. Even though we're back to the slow and drowsy lectures, I feel more comfortable here than I did before. I have at least one friend. I think I can call her friend at least. And there she goes. Well, time to leave. I make my way down the long hallway and down the stairs to the dumpster. Chang is leaning against the stone wall as usual, cigarette in hand. Descending the stairs, the aged iron clangs with every step, but Chang seems unperturbed. Her arm continues to move across the page, lines unbroken, concentration undisturbed. Without even looking over as I approach, she acknowledges my presence. I don't need a sidekick, you know. You don't need to follow me everywhere. Oh, you know, I'm just out here to enjoy the fresh air, you know. Sure, all the fresh air around the dumpster. Good one. Hey, dumpster smells nice. Oh. I don't know. Ouch, got me good. She continues drawing without saying another word. She raises no protest as I sit down next to her. I glance over at the progress on her comic. Well, you see, the thing is, she seems kind of like Jay in the sense of, like, decision making. Like, you want to tease. You want to be, I don't know, a douche. I don't think that's the right word. Splendid as usual to my untrained eye. I'm always amazed at the relative ease with which Chang is able to work every day. I pull out my sketchbook as well, and flip to one of the many blank pages. I haven't spent enough time drawing in my free time. This seems as good as any opportunity. Or it seems as good as an opportunity as any. Hey, Chang. Yes, sidekick. How did you get so good at drawing? Practice. Practice, practice, practice. That's how you get good at anything. Chang taps her lips with the eraser end of her pencil, pondering the question. I just draw whenever I'm bored, or alone, I guess. And how often is that? Not as often since you've been here. Does that mean she's less bored, or less alone? I think I've pushed the subject far enough. I should draw something too. Time passes quietly once again, the fresh spring air blowing softly. I see why Chang is always out here. The soft scribbling of pencil, the sun gently brightening the world around us, while the shade from the staircase softens the heat from the sun. It's cathartic, dreamlike even. The thought would be almost romantic if I weren't sitting next to a dumpster with someone I only met a week ago. Hey Chang. Oh, hey, freak. I break free of my temporary nature art trance and realize Chang is staring at my paper. Those legs are looking a little long. I realize she's talking about the figure I was drawing in my sketchbook. I didn't realize it. Oh, I think you're right. If you just shorten them a little, that's perfect. She's absolutely correct, now that I look at it. 8 head lengths. That's the ideal proportion. But I've found that you can get away with 7 too. Thanks for the advice. She goes back to drawing without saying a word. Okay. You know, you're better than I thought you'd be. At art? Obviously. I'm a little impressed. Huh? Thanks. Oh, shoot, what? Oh, huh, thanks. Don't let it go to your head. As the wind picks up, my smell of sense, is suddenly violently attacked by the stench of rotting garbage. I have to consciously stop myself from retching. What the heck is that? Unruffled, Chang calmly begins to pack her stuff up. Sometimes the wind hits the dumpster. Time to leave. You don't say. Crickets chirp and a gentle breeze blows on the warm spring night. Arriving at the front doorstep, the scent of nature makes me cognizant of the life blooming around me. It also reminds me that I'm alone. And it reminds me of my allergies, but that's neither here nor there. It's late, yet nobody's home. Another lonely bowl rests on the countertop with a note. Damn it, I'm off to work again. Don't miss me too much. So cheesy. Oh, okay, that's old. Okay, so this is where I'm going to Kay's workshop. Or not workshop. Workplace. Yep, Ajima Mobile. And yep, there's Kay. Yay, got me the phone thing. Okay. Ooh. Professor! Dang it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here. Dang. Man, I want that professor outfit, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make a joke, but I can't. So, I don't know. We get music theory. We had a study up on music theory. Do a drawing quiz? Not quiz. Evaluation? Yeah, evaluation. We learned that my music teacher is not actually my music teacher. We learned how trash my art skills are. Yeah, that's it. Alright, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video here. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. I'll really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here or enjoy my content, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. And this is DevinePlayz. Hit 'em out. Peace.